Mike, and as you can see here, we have a tier list of every single boss in Silksong. We recently beat the main story, so I decided, you know what, let's get on here and rank all the bosses, from the notable to the less notable to the— wait a minute, that was a boss? We have all of them here, we're gonna rank them. Let's start off with Moss Mother. Basic boss, but kind of sets the baseline for the bosses ahead. C tier. Bell Beast, basically just a reskin of Massive Moss Charger. I love the girl to death, but honestly, not the best boss. Lace. I don't have enough patience to do the Lace fight properly, but if I had the parry ability during my main playthrough, I can guarantee I would have swept the floor with this girl. It's C tier. It's not the best. Fourth chorus. Kinda good, but I just found the attacks a bit underwhelming. Again, C tier. Savage Beastfly, F tier. Need I say more? No, I don't. Skull Tyrant, kinda underwhelming, honestly. But bonus points for that surprise attack at Bone Bottom. I was not expecting that. B tier. Sister Splinter, kinda underwhelming. C tier. Widow. Now, recently, I've been replaying Widow, trying out different builds, seeing what works, and sweeping the floor with her with Bronda's crest is by far the best feeling I've ever had. That is hyperbole, but like, it was just really fun, just obliterating her, just dead. A tier. Kragler, D tier. Hit him, maybe Threadstorm, hide under the platform, wait, repeat. Again, kind of underwhelming. Phantom, B tier. I really liked the end bit with the parry, and the attacks themselves were like really cool, and honestly it just deserves to be in B tier. Morwing, F tier. Need I say more? Great Conchfly, again, kinda underwhelming, honestly. I battled them, beat them first try, moved on. I barely even remembered them for most of my playthrough until I got to Raging Conchfly. And then I was like, oh yeah, those guys exist. Then I moved on. Actually, you know what, let's just put Raging Conchfly in here. Just to get out of the way. Last Judge, annoying as hell, but honestly, really fair. B tier. Clockwork Dancers, S tier. Don't need to say more at that. Rubio. Cygnus and Gron, F tier. They did not need to be here. There was no need whatsoever. You could have just let me go on to the diving bell without any issue. But no, we had to include a boss that deals double goddamn damage because this is Silksong. Sorry. Growl the Great, again, F tier. The Unraveled, really cool concept, really liked the boss. I especially like the spear attacks. It was a really fun way to introduce new attacks into the second phase. B tier. Nope. Not that good. Disgraced Chef, what's his face? C tier. Again, underwhelming. You did not need to muckbag at me. First Sinner, it's a really cool remake of Widow. A tier. It pretends not to be just a remake of Widow. But it's a remake of Widow, let's be honest here. Father of the Flame, honestly, not that annoying. B tier. Scarsinger Carmelita. Why did she have so much HP? I like her, don't get me wrong. She's an easy A tier. But come on. Really? Volt Worm. Again, really underwhelming. But even worse, because if I remember properly, it doesn't even give any rewards. It's just there. D tier. Second Sentinel. I like the Second Sentinel as an NPC, but not as a boss. They just remind me of a worse Pinstress. C tier. Garamond and Zaza. Now, if you remember in my playthrough, I did not actually get to fight Garamond and Zaza, only lost Garamond in the Act 3. But I've recently been playing a refight mod, and that adds 4 Pantheons, each one corresponding to a different act. And these guys are the first in the second act Pantheon, and I can see why. If you're struggling with this boss, I'm concerned for your skill. It's a simple 3-step process. Hit Garamond and Zaza. Fall into pit. I should clarify, Garamond and Zaza fall into the pit. Repeat. It is a very simple boss. And why would you even put them next to the convenient pile of spikes? D tier. Something that is not easy, however. Chakra. Now, I have not actually beaten this boss yet. Wonder why? Well, Chakra, I'll just put it plainly, she's very annoying. She appears, and before you can even react, she has thrown 30 rings at you, stolen your wallet, stolen your girlfriend, thrown your car into the sun, and faded back into the background before you can even hit her. And the worst part is, you can't even escape from her in death. She purposefully keeps you alive so you can be tormented by her hideous whim. D tier. What the hell? Broodmother. F tier. She just really didn't have to do this. I was going to place her in D tier, but then she did the 6-7 meme, and I just had to put her down. Further down. Grandmother Silk. This is just genuinely a really good boss. Not too hard, not too easy. It's the final boss of Act 2, and you know it. So you know what? Yeah, I'm putting her in S tier. Bellita. Kinda good boss fight, but like, again, didn't need to be there. I really liked the ending where they'll be like, you know, just bowled into them. And honestly, that's enough to bump this guy up to B tier. Plasmified Zango. 2 words. Cross stitch. C tier. Royo. Crust King Khan. I was about to put them in C tier because, again, kind of underwhelming boss. But did you really need to put me through 4 gauntlets just to get to you? Shrine Guardian Seth, easy S tier. This was a really good boss. I'm just confused. Why the hell was the music so sad? I was like preparing for some kind of like dramatic violin, like extremely fast-paced music, because this is a very fast-paced boss. But the music was just sad. Why? I like him as a character, I like him as a flea, I like him a lot, but why was the music so sad? Yeah. Now, Nye is a good boss. I really liked how the second phase, you know, didn't have a flaw. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. But, yeah, Nye was a bit underwhelming, but still really good boss, putting them in B tier. Pale Stag, D tier. Completely unnecessary and kinda easy. Clover Dancers, not as good as Cogwork Dancers. Basically just phases 2 and 3, except one of them's immortal, and they do like a weird whirlwind attack. Again, I'm confused why they had to add that second bit, but whatever. It's an A tier because it's related to Cogwork Dancers, but like, it's not getting any higher than that. Lost Garamond, added points for emotional damage, B tier. I got really sad when I saw Zaza, like, waiting at the bellway. Minstress, honestly, D tier. Why did I have, like, why? Why was this even, Gur the Outcast, A tier. Completely unnecessary. I have no idea what the hell beating him even did. but I just really, really like him a lot. Summon Savior. No. They're basically just a floating void mound. The thing that they give you is really bad. I mean, like, yeah, it's a recoverable shell shard, but it's just ass. Watcher at the Edge. Now this feels like a memento-based boss. He's very hard to find. You'll probably need a guide to actually even, like, find him. He's, you know, he's very good, but he's very easily cheesable. I'm putting him in B tier. Crawfather. I really like the Crawbell, so he's going in A tier. And last, and certainly the most lost, Lost Lace. Now, this boss is hard as balls, don't get me wrong, but ever since I beat her after getting 100%, I actually kinda began to like her. Also, she leads to the only ending where Hornet actually, you know, survives, so Team Cherry can make this series a trilogy. I'm putting in S tier. Great boss, great ending, I overall just genuinely love it. And there it is. My full, complete boss tier list. I'm going to do a tool-based tier list sometime in the future, so if you want to see that, please subscribe, and, yeah. See you later. Peace.
You're taking too long.